Let me start that again. Swiss watch exports have returned to growth after 4 months of declines. The Federation of the Swiss Watch Industry says exports gained 3.3% in December from previous. Watchmakers were hit by a 39% US tariff in August. That current rate is now 15%, having been reduced. The chief executive of Breitling says the US will still be his main market. Breitling just released watches for Super Bowl 60, starting at just over $4,500. Some of their other premium watches can reach up to $85,000. Georges Kern. Georges Kern is the CEO of Breitling. George is with me now. Good evening, sir. I'm grateful for you. You are grateful for the relief in tariffs, but you'd like to see them come down a bit more. You'd like to see them come down all the way. Have you got much hope of that?
Well, of course, we would like the tariffs to go down. The two main arguments of the Trump administration was, number one, the trade deficit. The trade deficit versus Switzerland was 41 billion. Now the US has a surplus of 8 billion. So that was one of the main points which disappeared. And the second point was always, okay, the US would like to protect its industry, but there's no Swiss watch industry in the US. So I really hope that the negotiations, which I guess are ongoing with the Swiss government, will lead to a zero tariffs for the Swiss watch industry.
In terms of where you're positioning your own company, I'm just looking, I mean, you describe it as a casual, inclusive and sustainable luxury brand is how it described. But I wonder, do you sometimes have to position yourself so you don't fall between the stools, between those that sell extremely expensive and those that sell more modestly, and you have this middle 3,000 to 7,000 range, which can be the more tricky when times get hard?
Well, our average price is $7,300 consumer price. And that price point is basically representing the biggest cape. You have 2 or 3 brands, which we all know, plus us, which are dominating that segment. The segment is still there. Indeed, today, the consumer sentiment is not that positive because you have crisis all around the world. You wake up with a new problem, and some consumers just postpone their purchases. But wealth is there, especially in the US. The US represents 25% of our turnover. We invest a lot. Of course, we suffer from the strong Swiss franc, and we can increase our prices as the Swiss franc is increasing or the dollar decreasing. But the US remains a very wealthy country. We are very confident on the growth here in the US, and this is why we invest so much. And we started last year, in particular with the NFL, and yesterday I was at the Super Bowl, which was very exciting.
It's a fascinating thing to work out what works and what doesn't. Whether it's your association with the NFL, or, for example, you're returning to Formula One with Aston Martin in a global partnership. I find it fascinating because the connection, I love Aston Martin cars, but is it going to make me go and buy a Breitling watch? And vice versa. So this relationship between brands, which is so symbiotic, is also tricky.
Well, at the end of the day, you never know what works and how much a sponsorship or a partner is influencing your sales. It's a sum of the different elements which makes a brand successful. And at the end of the day, you're buying into a lifestyle. We want to be a cool, relaxed watch brand. We have values, obviously technical values, which correspond extremely well to Aston Martin, which is super technical. But also we want to be a social phenomenon. And the NFL, and I was in the stadium yesterday, there's nothing more American than the NFL, and being part of that is extremely helpful for us in terms of visibility and connection to the American customer.
Is it still important to you to have the cachet of the extreme, the pushing of the boundaries, which for some years was very much this idea of go further, go harder, go faster, go bigger, go stronger?
Well, we have these extremes with our watches. For instance, if you take a diving watch which is waterproof up to 300 meters, I mean, who is going to dive to 300 meters with a watch? Nobody. You're under the shower, you're at the beach. That's a maximum. But the point is, the story is that an analog watch has the performance to deliver that promise. And I think this is the inspiration. You're buying into an emotion. You're buying, like the watch I wear here, was a titanium watch which we worked together on with Aston Martin. You sell an image, you sell an emotion, you sell a dream, even if you don't play that dream in your daily life.
What a good point. I'm grateful to you, sir. Thank you very much indeed for joining us, and a beautiful watch it is too. Thank you, sir.